you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we had a day 7 Stims monitoring appointment where I was able to see if I got improvement on my growth of my follicles and from day 5, and whether or not we were going to add the ganirelix to the mix. So I got some growth. I got some really good growth. Looking for my phone to see the numbers, but I am going to look at my iPad because I have it documented there. So that's what I'm looking down for. Okay. So as of today, on the left, I have a 6.8, a 10.4, a 13.6, and a 7.7 millimeter. That's great, given that I had 2 6s and 2 9s on Saturday, and today's Monday, December 28th. So they grew, in my opinion, significantly well. On the right side, we have a 6.3, a 4.2, and a 12.9. And surprisingly, a 3.8. Previously, all I had on the right side was a 4, a 3, and an 8. So considering that I only had 3, the 3 that I had before, they did grow. They are measuring. The clinic I'm at wanted it to grow anywhere from 1 millimeter to 3 millimeters one per day. So my left ovary is pretty consistent with each other. They're all growing at an even pace, she said. The right ovary, 3 of them are growing at a consistent pace for their liking. It is the smaller, 2 of them are growing consistently, she said, I'm sorry. But it's the smaller 2, the 4.2 and the 3.8 that she said they may or may not get any good production out of. But the 3.8 wasn't even there previously. So that one, you know, was kind of good to see. We did add ganirelix. So I took my ganirelix this morning. So I took ganirelix about 9 o'clock. And she did not give me my estradiol numbers, but my estrogen, she said it did increase nicely. And they want me to taper off of the ganirelix. So where I'm taking it at 9 o'clock this morning, I will take it tomorrow at 12. And then I will take it on Wednesday at 4. I go back Wednesday for day 9 monitoring, and I guess at that point, you know, I'll know if, you know, when's game day. I'm honestly anticipating triggering Thursday or Friday and doing the retrieval Saturday or Sunday. So I'm super excited to know that the ganirelix got added in, because my paranoia was that I was going to release these eggs early. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I go back on Wednesday for another monitoring, so you guys will see me then. I did not have my normal ultrasound tech. I actually had one of the REs that's in the practice do my ultrasound. So I didn't get the opportunity to video this appointment like I did the previous appointment, because I didn't have the same person that does it normally. So it's kind of, her bedside manner wasn't horrible, but it wasn't what I was used to either. But yeah, see you guys on Wednesday when I go to my next appointment. It is December 30th. We're on day 9 of Stims, and we have to go and get a monitoring done to see how everything grows. I have already started the ganirelix per the appointment that I had on Monday. The only thing that's got me kind of troubled is I thought that when you take the ganirelix, you're supposed to take it at the same time every day, so every 24 hours. However, when I took it Monday, shortly after the appointment, which was 9-ish, they called me later that day and said, okay, Tuesday you are to take it at noon, and Wednesday you will take it at 4. He wants to taper you off of the medication. My concern is that's not the instructions for the medicine. When you go look up ganirelix or Cetrotide, it's really up to your pharmacy which one you get. They both do the same thing. It both says take it 24 hours apart. So I'm a little paranoid and freaked out about whether or not this tapered off thing is going to go. I was estimated to stem for 10 days. However, today's day 9 and tomorrow's day 10, and they usually have you trigger, if they're going to have you pull the trigger for the ovulation, and pulling the trigger is just them, the way of them saying they're making you take your trigger shot, which starts the maturing and releasing of the eggs. You generally take that 36 hours prior to the egg retrieval. So with today being day 9, I'm curious if they're going to have me go all the way till tomorrow and then come back on Friday. Am I going to trigger past, am I going to stem past 10 days or what? I'm very curious as to what's going to take place at this appointment today. I'm very miserable. Yesterday, I noticed that I had a lot of pressure in my stomach. It was just very swollen, and I had a very full feeling. And when I went and talked to one of my friends, she was like, when was your last bowel movement? And I said, that's a good question. So she gave me some stool softener, and I drank 4 tablespoons of milk of magnesia, and then I went for a small walk, nothing very serious and aggressive, just a walk. She said that that would help walk down and get my bowels going. And about 10 minutes after we came back in the house from walking, because she walked with me, I could feel the stomach cramping and gurgling. You know how your stomach's bubbling kind of a thing. I could feel that. So I said, well, I'm going to go home. We're neighbors. I said, oh, I'm going to go home, and I dare not disrespect your bathroom this way. So I went home, and nothing happened. So I ate dinner, and we had spaghetti or goulash, because it wasn't with spaghetti noodles. We had elbow noodles, and that's one of my favorite meals. So I was like, okay, I normally eat 2 huge bowls of that because that's my comfort food, and that didn't happen. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking. My nephew came over to check on me, and I was like, you know what? The dams have broke, and ran to the bathroom. And my niece, who lives with me, is in the background saying, push. I just thought it was hilarious to me. So yeah, I'm not even going to ramble on. I just want to let you know the side effects is real. For me, it is. I'm going to show you guys my pan down, let you guys see the bloat. The bloat is real. It's very uncomfortable, and I'm shocked that I'm this bloated. And I only have 8 follicles in there. So, well, 8 that they've seen. At the last appointment, we were at a pretty decent size. 2 of them, she feels like, they felt like were probably not going to be mature. So if I walk out with 6 mature eggs, I'm happy. In my mind, if we get 6 mature eggs and 4... If we can get 6 mature eggs and possibly get 5 or 6 of those fertilized, and 4 or 3 of those be normal, we're good. My doctor, honestly, when we went in the consultation, he honestly told us that he anticipated us having 3 5-day blasts to send for genetic testing, and that 1 out of those 3 were going to come back normal, but that if all 3 came back normal, we were to go play the lottery, because with my age, that was very low statistics. I had low statistics to gear towards that happening. I put everything in God's hands. I've done what I could to kind of improve the quality of the eggs, and I'm just leaving it in God's hands for whatever he does, because it only takes 1 egg. I'm ready for the egg retrieval to be over, because I am ready to get my nails done. They did not inform me that I didn't need to have the acrylics on, but I know when I get put to sleep, they generally want you to have your natural nails showing. So I'm thugging it out. Hopefully after the new year, these will be done and I'll be over this process and we can go ahead and get this popping. My husband's kind of over the every other day appointments and the drive, because we do have a lengthy drive, and I'm just ready to be over. I'm miserable, very miserable. So I am going to see you guys on the inside. So, we're still in the car. Why, you ask? Because we ran up on 3 car accidents that just added extendedly to the trip. But in the meantime, I did take my 4 o'clock ganirelix shot. It is 5:42 at the moment. And I got a phone call from the doctor's office. I have to go back tomorrow. Yes, I have to go back tomorrow. And the plus about tomorrow's appointment is I'll know when the egg retrieval is. So the next point of coming to the doctor's office will be for my egg retrieval. I am over this. Like, when we go to these doctor's appointments, because it's a 4-hour trip one way, so that's 8 hours in the car, it is a all-day event. And my hip is hurting, my back is hurting. This is the reality right now, and this is just bloat from the eggs. I have 11 eggs growing. My estrogen, she said, looked very well. She didn't give me the measurements of it, but she did say that my doctor did not want me to get my eggs to get too big. So they're looking at probably Sunday rather than Monday, but it will be either one of those 2 days, and I'll know for sure tomorrow. So I gotta be back here tomorrow, and I'm just emotional about it, because I'm ready for this part to be over with, you know. But yeah, I got 11 eggs growing. I don't think they're going to get 11 eggs out that are mature, but we'll see. I'm ready for this part to be over. I'm miserable. And I know that I want this. I want a child. I want to complete our family. But this is very miserable feeling. So it's very tight. Yeah. And it's like, there's not a baby in there. This is just eggs, bloat, and I hear it's supposed to get a little worse upon the egg retrieval. Not to mention the money that our pockets are hitting for the gas. But again, I'm going to say I'm not complaining because we're not paying for the IVF itself. So that's the good thing. And yeah. So it's looking as though January 3rd or January 4th for egg retrieval day. So rather than sign off on this video as I planned on, we're going to do a tandem and finish this up tomorrow morning with what's going to happen with this appointment that we impromptu have to do tomorrow. So it is now the last day of 2020. It is December 31st. And we're back at it. We're back in the office. I'm getting ready to get out the car. Got my handy dandy mask. I'm going to go upstairs, and not quite sure what's going to be different from yesterday than on today. But we're going to go upstairs, see what they got to say. Hopefully we get a egg retrieval date scheduled and find out what this is going to be. I'm hoping and shooting for us to have an egg retrieval on Sunday. But the initial day she thought was Monday, and I kind of feel like he's going to say Sunday because he's got me coming in today. I'm not quite sure if they're closing the clinic tomorrow, and that's why he's got me coming in today and not coming in Saturday. But yeah, my stomach is kind of hurting, but that's all I can say for today. Nothing really has changed. The bloat is still there. But yeah, we're going to go upstairs and we're going to go see what Dr. Yasin Kaya and Crystal has to say.